Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Danish Fakwa. I am from hth666. So, as your HR manager, today I'm gonna give you a training on how to be a barista. Let's get started. So now we move to the objective program. So usually our objective program is we equip staff with foundational barista skill to enhance coffee quality and elevate customer experience in alignment with Cheslin Cake's brand values. Right, let's move. And so we go to the program outline. So our program outline. So for the first one, we have like introduction of coffee culture, coffee bean basic, equipment training, espresso basic, mixed streaming and latte art, signature drinks and pairing, customer interaction, key benefit for company, and evaluation survey. Alright, so now we in a welcome message. So as I stated there in our slide, every cup of coffee should be as unique as the person who drinks it. Coffee is more than just an ordinary drink. It's about the experience, the ritual, and the pursuit of perfection. So before we get started, let me talk a bit about my background, my experience. So I am a barista. Last time I did barista. I did work as a barista for 4 years or 3 years something lah, 3 years something. I been in a few cafe before. It's not an easy. It's a great experience. It's very hard lah for me, but it's very good experience. Alright, so let's move to the. So now we go to our introduction to coffee culture. So for the introduction, so you have to know, you have to build a strong foundation of coffee knowledge first of all, and the second one, you have to understand coffee's connection to Cheslin Cake brand's identity, and the last one is explore the role of a barista in creating memorable customer interaction. So basically, as a barista, you have to know this one. This one is a really basic. You have to know the coffee. At least you have a bit of coffee knowledge. Then you can improve time to time. Alright, let's go to the next slide. So now we move to the coffee bean basic, and we have Arabica and Robusta. So Arabica. So Arabica, the taste is smooth, sweet, with a hint of the fruity flowers and chocolate. And for me, the quality is usually considered higher quality, and always used in the specialty coffee. For me, as a barista, I will say this one is the best to use for the coffee. As a barista also, we are like a mechanic, so I will prefer Arabica because it is fruity, sour, sweet. Actually, the notes, I mean the notes we call notes, the flavor is very variety. It's good. And then for the Robusta, it is strong, bold, often with nutty or earthy flavors, and sometimes a bit bitter. But I mean, for like maybe old people love to that. I mean, they prefer more Robusta than Arabica. For me, as a barista, and as I stated in the slides, it's the beans is very common use in the specialty coffee. So now we go to the understanding roasting level and flavor profile. So you have to know 3 roasting levels, which is we have light brown, medium roast, and dark roast. So light brown, it's very light. The the coffee taste is very light, which is the cafe is very light, and the medium roast is the most common that people use in cafe. I also prefer the medium roast, not very light, not very bitter. I mean, the average is good lah. Okay, in the middle one, right? So I prefer the medium roast. And the last one is dark roast. Usually dark roast is the most bitter lah. Alright, so now we go to the discover tips for coffee storage and freshness. So the tips, the first one, keep it airtight, store in a cool, dry place, avoid the fridge or freezer, buy whole beans and use fresh coffee. Don't use the soggy coffee lah. It's not good. For me, use the fresh bean. That's why we after closing, we have to keep all the bean inside the container and anything lah. You keep the beans inside the container. Make sure you keep it airtight. No space, no air. So you will keep the fridge. You will keep the bean fresh lah until tomorrow. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So today, you have to know about equipment training. So first one, you have to familiarize with espresso machine components and operation. Like familiar with espresso machine, the machine, how to use the steam part, right? The head, the portafilter and everything. And the second one, we have master grinder calibration and setting. As a barista, it's very important to know how to calibrate the coffee, which means we adjusting the coffee. That's what I said. We as a barista like a mechanic. So we really work as a mechanic, because we need to calibrate. We use the term calibrate the coffee. We need to adjust the coffee to taste until it gets perfect. So the third one, we have learn proper cleaning and maintenance of equipment. So the cleaning is the basic one lah. If you go anywhere, also same, you have to maintain the hygiene, keep the hygiene. Alright, so let's go to the next slide. So now we know espresso basics. So the most important thing, you have to know the timing, crema and consistency. This is when you want to pull the perfect espresso, the espresso shot. And the second one, we have to know, recognize under an over extracted shot. And the third one, we have ensure consistency in every shot. So like barista, this one is very important things. You have to know the timing, crema and consistency, because once you mess up with the timing and then the crema is not there and then there's no consistency, for sure the coffee's quality, the coffee taste is gonna be different and no good lah. So this one you have to very more particular about this. Have to focus about this one. So make sure every shot you pull the shot, make sure the shot is consistent. Okay. Right. Let's go to the next slide. So now I will talk about mix, steaming and latte art. So this is the best part actually in the barista world. So for me, before I become a barista, I also not very interested to become a barista, but the things that makes me interested with to become a barista is latte art, doing a latte art. So latte art, basically you have to know to steam. The steaming milk is the most important thing to do a latte art. So we have three there. So the first one, we have to achieve the perfect milk texture or for various drink. So like I said just now, the most important thing about latte art is your steaming. If you're steaming, the way that you steam the milk is wrong, of course you cannot do the art lah.
So make sure if the cappuccino, you do cappuccino. If the flat white, you do flat white. If you do latte, you do latte. The milk you have to steam very particular in order to get what milk you want to use lah. So the second one, we have to learn basic latte art design, which is hard and rosetta. So this one is very important because for me as like a beginner, I think hard lah. For me, hard is the most easiest art to do. So just make a simple hard first. Make a simple hard. It's not very hard lah. For me, if you learn carefully, keep training, of course you can get the best hard, and then you can go for Rosetta and more difficult art. And the last one, we have improved coffee presentation and aesthetic. So basically, the reason why we also need to focus on the art, I mean the latte art, is very important because of presentation of that cafe, right? So if the coffee, I mean the latte art is nice, of course the people we're gonna post on their social media, right? So this one is very important for like marketing. So it's like free marketing for us if the customer posts in their social media. So if you're already good, I mean your latte art is good, so for sure they will post you, and basically it's automatically aesthetic. All right, let's go to the next slide. Right, so now as a barista also, you have to learn how to make a signature drink and pairing lah. So for the first one, create signature drink menu for Jesslyn cake. So one day if you already pro and maybe you're familiar already with everything in Jesslyn cakes, so you can make your own drink, anything like maybe ice latte with strawberry, who knows, right? Salted honey latte, anything, and maybe you can do everything lah with the coffee. So you create your own signature. So the second one, pair coffee with pastry and dessert. So let's say if you already eat the the sweet cakes, right? Like usually in Jesslyn we serve sweet cakes, so we pair with our coffee lah. So because coffee, of course the taste is bitter, so basically if cake already sweet, so the drink must be no sugar, no sweet, so it balance. So the last one is develop seasonal coffee offerings. Alright, so let's go to the next slide. So customer interaction. So the first one, we have communicate coffee knowledge effectively to customer. So everything you do, you have to let our customer know. You have to make a connection, let them know, okay, today the coffee tastes like what, maybe fruity, maybe a bitter. At least they know and they appreciate your effort, your art. And then the second one, upsell coffee and dessert to enhance the experience. So for me, like this one is very basic, and this is my skill. I can say this one I very good at. So basically, if they already ordered a cake, it's very sweet, right? So you can suggest them to go for the coffee. And the last one, we have to understand customer preferences and make recommendation. So like say the customer don't like bitter coffee, maybe you can ask them to order something sweetened coffee, like salted honey latte and everything lah, ice latte with strawberry. You recommend them, so if they know, they will order that drink lah.
Okay, let's go. So now we are in a practical assessment. So the first thing you have to know, participate in mock barista shift. The second one, complete speed and accuracy challenges, and the last one is receive feedback to improve the skill. So as a barista, you have to set your own goal. Like say, if you receive the feedback, if maybe the coffee tastes not really good that day, you can improve the skill, but it's okay. It will take some time, but slowly but surely, practice makes perfect. All right, let's go. So this three is our key benefit of Jasleen cakes. So the first one, we have enhanced coffee quality and consistency. So the second one, beverage aligned with Jasleen cakes artisanal identity, and the last one is empowered staff and improve customer satisfaction. As a barista, you have to very taking care of your coffee, the taste, the quality. So if your coffee is good, so for sure the customer will come back again to get your coffee. This time not for the cakes, but for the coffee. So automatically this one we can boost our cafe's sales. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. If any inquiries, you can just let me know. You can just ask questions. Thank you so much. I'm your HR manager. Thank you for watching.